Hey there, Sagittarius, and welcome to your week of May 31st, 2021 tarot reading. About to hit you up with a general vibe card here, and then we're going to do a 4-card spread, past, present, future, and an outcome, and clarifiers for all those cards. But remember, Sagittarius, these are general readings, so just take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't try to make something fit that doesn't. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not, right? So we'll see what we got for you here, Sagittarius. And your general vibe card is the Thinker. So doing a lot of thinking this week, it seems. You know, a lot of like kind of compartmentalizing your thoughts and really thinking about things, really being considerate and thinking things through before acting, right? Very much in that page energy this week, it seems like. Very much, you know, just a thinker, the planner at this time, not so much the action taker like the Knight is. Just had to pop out right away for you. So we'll set that aside. And we'll get your rest of your deck shuffled here and see what we can get for you. And I think this deck might be shuffled enough. Yeah, that should be good. But in your past, Sagittarius, we've got the Three of Wands, which is a card of there's no such thing as a perfect moment, right? You see this guy, he's missed the boat, quite literally. There's boats sailing out into the ocean, and it's because he didn't take action. He didn't go out and pursue the things that he wanted. He missed the boat because he was waiting for a perfect opportunity. And as you know, people who've viewed these videos enough will hear me say this, is there's no such thing as a perfect moment. There's a best time, like, you know, the best time to take action was yesterday. The next best time is today. So in your past, you've sort of missed the boat on something. Maybe that's what's causing you to think. It's like maybe you're rethinking things. You're rethinking like, hey, you know what? I need to be more mindful. I need to be more mindful of opportunities so they don't slip away and sail away from me. So, all right. In your present, we got the Two of Cups, which is a card of a soulmate. It can also be just a card of just making a decision as well. So, but we'll see more so in the reading. But it feels like you're kind of waiting for that perfect moment. And you've been thinking really hard about your soulmate, right? You're thinking really hard about that person you want to be with for the rest of your life, that person you'll connect with. When it comes to like just thinking about that person and trying to manifest that person, I find writing down the qualities that you want in that person, and not like the surface level stuff like their looks or, you know, the things that they're into or whatever, but the real deep qualities. Like, are they independent? Are there someone who, you know, is good with their money? Is, you know, things like that. Is that the kind of person you're striving for? And I find writing that stuff down helps out a ton. So we'll see. In your future, we've got the Five of Cups, which is a card about getting somewhere in a way that you didn't think you were going to get there, right? Crying over spilt milk in a way. Because you see this guy is looking down and he's really upset because those 3 cups are knocked over, and he thought those cups would lead him across the river here to that city, which is where he was trying to get. But if he just turned around, not only does he see that there's 2 cups here behind him that are still full, there's also a bridge that leads across the river to the city. So he'll still get to where he wants to get to. It's just not the way he thought he would. And I feel like that might be what you've been kind of compartmentalizing. Oh man, I have a hard time with that word. I'm gonna stop saying it. But that's what kind of like the thing you've been having trouble with this week or lately has been like, you've been really thinking about like how you thought you were gonna get somewhere one way. You thought you were gonna find your soulmate this way. You thought that this was how things were gonna go. You thought you'd have this perfect moment where, you know, it'd be like in a movie and, you know, you get butterflies in your stomach and you meet them and it'd be like a chance meeting on a train station, you know, that kind of a thing. But you're still gonna find your soulmate. It's just not the way you thought, right? So maybe you're thinking a little too much this week. So, and for an outcome, we got the Hanged Man, which is about taking a different perspective. So like I was saying, with all of this, it seems like you need to maybe worry less about how, you know, that perfect moment, less about like, you know, it was just magic. We met. So, you know, it was this, you know, destined event or something like that. And it's more just like, I saw their profile on a dating app and I messaged them and we made plans for a date. Or I happened to I've known this person for a long time and just wanted to message them and I finally just got over it and did it. And there was nothing big and fancy, whatever. There was no, you know, the big orchestra playing in the background or anything like that. It was just like pretty mundane, but you still got your soulmate. So that's a win for me, in my opinion, you know, so. But that's what we got so far. We're going to get to some clarifiers here, Sagittarius, in just a second. But before we do, if you could leave a like, helps out the channel a ton, and I appreciate it a lot. You can also subscribe, which also helps out the channel and lets you know when I upload new videos. You can hit that bell icon too if you haven't already, and you'll get notified when I upload new videos. Got a pop out for you here. You'll get notified when I upload new videos, and you'll also get... if you click the personalize section of the bell icon, you'll also get notified of specifically when I upload videos that you want to see. So if you just watch these Sagittarius videos, it'll only notify you when I upload those. So you can also share the video too with any other Sagittariuses out there, or whoever you feel like sharing it with. And you can also check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos after this one and see what might be coming for you in the week ahead. But I think we've shuffled this deck enough. So clarifying your pop out here, clarifying the Three of Wands, which was also a pop out, is the Nine of Wands, which is a card of a lot of stresses and, you know, anxieties and like just feeling like the weight of the world is on you and it's coming to an end, right? It's almost there. The Ten of Wands is next, but like the Nine is like you're right there, like you're just about ready for it. It's also a card of the Wounded Warrior. Like, we're really close to a completion. The Ten of Wands, I'm sorry, the Ten of Wands is more of the stresses are, is where the stresses are over and it's completed. But the Nine is more like the Wounded Warrior, where it's like they built up this wall of wands here to protect themselves. But with this, clarifying the Three of Wands is kind of to say, like, maybe you've been waiting for that perfect moment and it keeps hurting you, right? You keep waiting for that perfect moment, it doesn't come, and then you get wounded and you kind of put up the walls and you're like, oh, you know, I'm never going to find my person. But it's like, if you just stop waiting for that perfect moment and just accept that it happens when it happens, or it's not going to be this magical moment for you because it isn't for everybody. But, you know, if you do that, you're not going to have to build up the walls. You're not going to have to get hurt anymore, right? So that's a good way. Clarifying the Two of Cups, we got the Five of Wands, which is a card of rivalries. A lot of the times when I get, I don't know if it's just something with me or just something with the collective, but I find a lot of the time when I get like a soulmate card, like the Two of Wands or the Two of Cups or the Lover's card, the Five of Wands isn't too far behind it. And it's a card of rivalry. So I feel like this, like, don't wait for a perfect moment because your soulmate has a lot of suitors out there and that are rivaling you at this time. And you may not know about them, right? You're probably not aware of any of them at all, but they do have someone challenging. They have someone that wants them too. So you can't wait for that perfect moment. You just got to get out there and just ask them out or go for it, right? So I like that. Clarifying the Five of Cups, we got the Death card, which is the end of a cycle, the end of something, you know, like the death of, you know, I feel like you waiting for that perfect moment. It's going to be the death of that, and it's going to be the death of you thinking that like those three cups were the thing, they were the answer, and realizing that there's other ways to get to where you want to be than the way you think it has to be. And so, but clarifying the Hangman, which is our new perspective, is the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is very, very good with his material world, his money, all that good stuff. He very much has a plan. He's a very good leader, and he kind of lets things run in the background and doesn't have to worry about like the little things, right? He can focus on being a good ruler, a good leader. So I like that. I think you need to change of perspective where you're, you know, not worrying about like you're not necessarily worrying about the moment of like when we meet, when, you know, you ask them out, when you finally like confess your love to them or whatever, and need to focus more on like the broader perspective of I want to be with them. You know, I want to be with my soulmate. I don't want to have this like little minutia of like the moment when we met was perfect and the little like where we met was perfect and all that stuff. It's like you need to take a different perspective and be like, that stuff, when I meet them, it isn't as important as being with them, right? So I like that a lot. So hopefully that's getting through to you, Sagittarius. I hope that helps you out. So that's all I got for you this week. You can leave a like down below. I appreciate that a lot. Helps out the channel a ton. You can subscribe as well if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon and personalize it if you haven't already as well. You can share the video with other Sagittariuses out there. You can check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos, see what might be coming for you in the week ahead. And I hope to see you, Sagittarius, in the next video.